know what time it is, Playing skills, you did. Playing skills.
Okay, Coach, well, this place can get downright loud when the roof is closed, and that's the situation here today at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Reset. 219. Bring it. Double. 9, go. Hey, 59. 9, go.
Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Watch the pass. Hey, check 26. Check hot route.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 46. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a let.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Share. 54. 58, right over there. Yeah. That's it. Right there. Come on, baby. Hey, alert. Jam him.
Watson Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
42's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Check, 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 check. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 50, check 50. And 55. Line up, go. Line up, go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Johnson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
19. 42's the mic. Come for you. Line up, go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Whip. Watch the whip.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
General West.
On second down, it's Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
You see me?
Every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Kirksey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
42's the mark.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
319. He can't hit. 630.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Drop deep, drop deep. Check, Mike. Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
319. Go to 50. I'm coming after you. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Check Mike. Check Mike. Plant. 41's Mike. Yeah, Liz.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 15-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He runs. Hey, watch the edge. Watch it. Where y'all going?
To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And Adams has it, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, this
What's
is
going
not,
on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All day, every time.
To throw on third down, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Over. Check your hot read. Check 52. 6-6. Bullet high.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
No time now.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 33. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Watson on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson looks to throw again. And he finds Stills, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Give me some. Give me some.
On first down, it's Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Mike, move. Mike 55. I got him, I got him. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
First down, Packers.
258. Check the 50. I got one.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Brings up second and 10 at the Texans' 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Zoom. Here we go. Mike 50. Hey, 88. It's a party now.
Throwing on second down, Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back north. Hey, Delta. Got to wedge that, huh? 3 boxing. 41, Mike, 41. You don't want this.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 3rd down gain of 19.
First down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
On the return, Jackson. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
61, matchbox lights.
Now a play fake, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
To throw is one, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. Thomas, the intended target. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
We own them. Switch. Pick the edge. Come. Check.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
41's the mic.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Let's go. Let's go.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
You're not ready. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. Rodgers now after the sack. He'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Looking deep for Adams, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Watson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Packers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When cold and blinding my trail out. In the end zone with the